Okay, I just tried making this video, but I rambled on way too long, and so I'm going to try to do it again, try to do it as quickly as I can without rambling off too quickly. I could just edit it, but I hate that. So there's certain things I want to say, and I don't want to have to cut them out. So anyway, this is a video response to Elaine and Micheles videos. I think I'll do as a reply to Elaine's last video because there are a number of things she said that I'd like to comment on. First of all, I want to make it perfectly clear that I am not a believer in the law of attraction. I've actually spoken against it, I think, a number of times on my videos, but not everyone has been subscribed to me for a long time or have seen all of my videos to know that. But I was acknowledging a truth that occurred to me about spiritual magnetism. And in so doing, the law of attraction occurred to me, and I thought, well, okay, I'll give credit where credit's due. Where I was kind of hard on the theory of the law of attraction as a literal truth in the past, I thought, well, then there is some truth in it that I can see personally, that we do attract things to us and are attracted to things. So therefore, there is some truth in it, right? So that's what I was saying. I didn't mean to make it sound like I believe in the law of attraction. You know, I don't belong to any religion or to any philosophy or any idea. You know, I'm perfectly aware of, you know, how they're all different pieces of the elephant. You put it all together and you're much closer to the truth, to the whole picture. So, yeah, I want to make that clear, first of all. I don't believe in the law of attraction, but I was just acknowledging that there is some truth in it. With this New Age stuff, there's all kinds of books. You'll see some behind me if you look really closely on New Age concepts. There's this kind of New Age culture that's going on. And I'm glad for it. It's fascinating. There's lots of thoughts and ideas that are being put out there. And it's really great. You know, and I have nothing against, I'm a writer myself, and I wouldn't mind writing, if I felt like it, writing a New Age book and trying to get it published, quite possibly. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with it. The problem is that some of these people will try to promote their ideas as literal truths, and so what is a theory will be presented as a fact, and they try to create like a almost kind of cult following or something. Of course, they're seeing all dollar signs. That I think there is a moral obligation to be honest with people, you know, although, you know, you can find truths and say, see, there's a truth in this and there's a truth in that, and inspire people to take a theory and then present it as reality. Is a whole different thing. I do think that spiritual magnetism is absolutely true by itself, but then to go and say, to write a whole book on the subject, see, and then to go into how everything's attracted to everything, and if you can realize that and learn, you can rise above it. And I'm going to write a book and explain to you how you can, you know what I mean, you take a truth and then you blow it all out of proportion. So yeah, you do attract things to you, and positive and negative energy comes into it, but I agree with what Elaine said, and that's been my reason in the past for not believing in the law of attraction as an ultimate truth, because there's times in my life I was way too positive and really negative things happened to me, and there were times in my life when I was very down and not feeling, how do I put this, not seeing any point to anything, really kind of depressed, and then a really wonderful thing would come along for me. So I definitely can't believe in it as a literal truth, just that we do attract things to us, but it's a mysterious thing, and if you're positive, bad things can come to you and vice versa. So the theory is just a theory that has truth in it, like any other New Age theory. Positive energy does heal, so, you know, Elaine's mentioned about negative energy, the positive of negative energy. The only positive I can really think of about negative energy by itself is that positive can come of it. Going through something negative can motivate you to do something positive, which has been the case for me, and probably for a lot of people who make videos trying to make a positive difference of one kind or another. So positive can come from negative, you know, and certainly we are partly negative beings in a sense. And something bad happens, I'm not talking about how we've corrupted the world and whatnot, but even in the natural world, bad things happen. You know, a loved one might pass on, and, you know, things would happen naturally anyway. that are not negative. They're just part of life that hurts you. And so it's only natural and thus positive to feel negatively sometimes, I suppose. And because when you're harmed, and the negative response is a natural response, and you just need to express it and get it out. And but it is the positive energy that does heal. And you're talking psychological or physical, even wounds can heal with positive energy. To what extent, I don't know. But again, this is another kind of spiritual concept that has truth, but is probably not an ultimate truth. But I know, like, if I'm sick from coming down with the flu, I can pretty much always, I think, push it away by positive energy, filling myself with positive energy. That is to say, I'm coming down with something, I know I'm going to be in the bathroom vomiting, but then I cover myself with positive energy and it goes away. Now, there's no logical explanation for that, in a scientific sense, but that's the power of positive energy. So it does have a healing power. And I'm definitely a believer in positive energy, but I agree with you, Elaine, when you say about how it is self-interested, the concept of the law of attraction. Yeah, that bothered me too. To me, spiritualism is about love and wisdom and understanding. And when it comes to be about what the universe can do for you, how you can control the universe, I have a big problem with that. The mentality there, I agree, is very selfish, very self-interested. Life is not about what you can get out of it. That's what a lot of people think, and that's egoism, and that's part of the problem, of course, of this world. I absolutely agree. That's not the right way of thinking. I don't believe that animals are here for us to feed on. I don't believe that they're here to give us fur. I don't believe trees are here to be used for firewood. I think that we're just innovative and creative, and although we are part of a natural balance we don't really understand, I don't think everything is here for us. I don't think the universe is here to serve us, and I think to think that is delusional and obviously very self-centered. So absolutely agree. In terms of strange coincidences, synchronicities, I've had a lot lately. It seems like every time I'm talking to someone, especially on the phone for some reason, whatever I'm saying, if I have the TV on, watching a movie, listening to a radio program, YouTube video, anything, it seems like whatever I'm talking about is right there while I'm talking. When whatever I'm going through is being discussed around me, there's a lot of synchronicities. We're connected to the universe psychically in ways that we don't understand. And so you see, all these things I'm saying, you could take a theory from any number of these points and write a book on it and present it as an ultimate truth. But these are all little truths that are mysterious. We don't really understand these things. And it's fascinating as long as you don't make a religion out of it, so to speak, and think that this is okay, the law of attraction, there's the answer. It's the answer to life. It's not an answer to life, of course. It's just a half-truth. It's something that has truth in it, and then it's presented as an ultimate truth. Anyway, I just want to mention briefly, Elaine also mentioned psychic vampires, and yeah, I've known those as well. And they use negative energy to suck in positive energy from other people, which makes them feel positive. They get a positive high, by draining people's positive energy, which is a very negative thing to do. But I mean, in terms of karma, I don't even know what to think about karma, because I've known so many bad people to have such seemingly good lives, and everything seems to go their way, and the people they screw over are just screwed, and there's no real natural justice, in terms of the idea of having a God all about justice, or having a justice system, and the idea of karma. I question all of that, because I've just seen too much bad being rewarded, too much good being punished. And the psychic vampire thing of draining other people's energy and treating people like crap, even in different ways, and getting away with it, and there's a horribly negative thing with a positive result. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, people doing bad things and getting away with it, some people think that the result justifies, right? Is this guy right who's promoting kindness, or is that guy right who's loud and aggressive and believes that violence is the way to solve problems? So the violent guy walks up to the positive guy, punches him in the jaw, the positive guy goes down, okay, so the negative guy must be right. He's the one still standing, so okay, that's the way to be. That's how a lot of people look at life. It's who turns out the most successful, or who turns out surviving, whatever. That's what people think of as the right answer. Peace.